All right, now let's move on to the women's bantamweight title between Amanda Nunes and Germaine de Randamie. And man, okay, so here's what's weird about this fight, right? Is Germaine de Randamie wins the featherweight title against Holly Holm, right? Uh, Cyborg enters the equation, and Germaine de Randamie says, "Fuck, nope, not doing that. No fucking way." So she loses her title. Cyborg fights, I forget who it was for the, I don't know if it was interim or for undisputed or whatever. I can't remember all the details of it exactly, right? But then Amanda Nunes ends up knocking Cyborg out, and now Germaine has to be thinking, oh, fuck, I dodged that fight, and now I'm fighting the girl who knocked out Cyborg. But one of the things benefiting Germaine de Randamie is that she's already fought Amanda Nunes once and lost. First round TKO, I believe. And a little bit of a questionable stoppage. I mean, Amanda Nunes had her mounted, and Germaine couldn't get out from the mount. And Amanda was just raining down elbows, but Germaine was covered up, and none of them were really landing. I don't know. I thought it was a questionable stoppage. I thought you could have let it go. But I also understand the perspective that if somebody is in a position like the bottom of mount and the person's attacking them, even if they are covering up, if they're not demonstrating an ability after a certain amount of time to better the position, I kind of understand it. So anyway, regardless, they've fought each other before. And, Germaine de Randamie is a legit kickboxer. She's very long, and she's coming off of a knockout win over Aspen Ladd in the first, 20 seconds of the fight. And that one was also a little bit controversial as well. I mean, I think you had Aspen Ladd go appeal that there might have been some bias because they're female fighters. I think she lost that. However, I don't know. Anyway, Germaine de Randamie has knockout power in her hands, right? And she's very long and rangy. And I think that I kind of thought this about Holly Holm, though, too, is that Holly might be able to use some of those things to frustrate Amanda Nunes a little bit, right? But to me, when you look at Amanda Nunes, she's not the same person who she was even when she knocked out Germaine de Randamie, right? Like, she's almost had like a moment of realization. Like, when she took the title from Miesha Tate and knocked her out, like, viciously, I was like, ooh, goddamn, that girl can fucking hit, right? And I think that, like, she's probably always known that, but when Amanda Nunes sits down and sits down on her punches, you get to see the real power behind them, and man, it is like, she knocked Cyborg out, and Cyborg went flying into the cage. I mean, she has serious knockout power, right? And it's not just that she has good knockout power, but she sets things up so well, and she's got really good footwork, and her hands are lightning fast, and her technique is fucking solid, man. I mean, she is extremely dangerous, which also is a testament to how good Valentina Shevchenko is. They've gone 5 rounds twice, I'm pretty sure, or I think they've gone the distance twice at least. How many times have they fought? 3 times? Now that I'm saying it, I don't know. Anyway, but my point is just that, I mean, if you look at what Amanda Nunes did to Holly Holm too, most recently, right? I've got a hard time picking against Amanda in this fight. It kind of reminds you of what Deontay Wilder says about himself, right? Like, these people have to be perfect for 25 minutes, or the length of the fight. I've only got to be perfect for just a moment. Something along that. I'm paraphrasing. But that's kind of what you get that's how I feel about Amanda Nunes in this fight. Like, I think that part of the reason, and again, we're talking about experience versus inexperienced fighters a lot in this podcast, right? But when you see Germaine de Randamie knock out Aspen Ladd, it's like she was able to lure Aspen Ladd relatively easily into something that she wanted to throw, right? And it landed and it connected, and yes, it knocked her out. But, like, I don't think Amanda Nunes is going to get lured into traps like that, and I'm not sure that, like, Germaine has that, like, game-changing power like Amanda Nunes has to be able to, like, enforce her will on Amanda without taking some sort of consequence for it, right? Like, without Amanda countering and landing maybe a bigger shot in the pocket in some way. So the problem is that Germaine is going to have to fight. Oh, also, I think Amanda Nunes is probably going to have an advantage on the ground and in the clinch if it goes there. I think she's just going to be stronger there. So for Germaine, now you're at a power disadvantage. You probably have a disadvantage on the ground to Amanda Nunes, who is a legit black belt. She's probably going to be stronger than you in the clinch. like I said, she's brimming with confidence right now. She's been knocking girls the fuck out, like out cold. And like you're gonna have to keep her off of you and away from you for 25 minutes. This is a title fight. In my opinion, I just don't see it happening. I think Amanda's gonna be able to bully Germaine around a little bit in this fight, and that's gonna open up the knockout for her because Germaine's game plan has got to be for this fight. I have to be the one initiating the clinches and breaking them and getting shots off the break and using my length to separate and hit her with the end of my punches, you know? Kind of similar how you saw Kamaru Usman score one of his knockouts, right? Like he gets off the break and at the very end of his, like she's got to be doing things like that. And, you know, she's going to have to be using a lot of movement. She's going to have to keep Amanda Nunes on the outside and try to pick her apart, utilize a lot of leg kicks to kind of, you know, shut down Amanda Nunes sitting down on those punches and throwing so much power into them. Take some of that power out of her punches and then start to try to implement your game plan. But I think that's going to be a tough task for Amanda, who's going to be coming forward. And really, I think she's going to be trying to put it on Germaine. I don't think she's going to respect the power of her. And I think you're going to see Amanda Nunes pick up another first or second round knockout in this fight. It'll be interesting to see whether Amanda does kind of come out and starts just throwing at her because she believes, like, I fucking hung with Cyborg. Like, I sat in the pocket with Cyborg and we went to war and I came out on top. Like, she's definitely not going to be afraid to get hit by Germaine. So it's going to be interesting to see if she comes out and goes, okay, I'm going to run through this girl, or if she comes out and goes, all right, I'm going to play this like a tactical fight. Like, I'm going to dissect this girl, right? Like, I'm a world champion. I'm going to pick her apart and prove it. I mean, not that knocking her out wouldn't prove it. It would be more spectacular, right? But it's just, let's see how much, like, I want to see how reckless she gets with her game plan because, like I said, Germaine de Randamie is a very legit kickboxer, and she is very dangerous. So she's able to find those openings and stuff. So being overly aggressive might not be the move. But I'm taking Amanda Nunes by knockout. I just think that at some point she's going to be able to overwhelm her. She's going to find her ways into those pockets. I think that she's so powerful that even if she touches Germaine, she'll be able to she's going to get immediate respect from Germaine, and then she'll be able to throw a lot of feints that'll start opening things up for Amanda. I really think the power is going to play a key factor in this fight. Like I said, as soon as Germaine feels it, it's going to be like, she'll be like, oh fuck, like I'm aware of it now. So Amanda starts throwing feints. Now you're reacting to feints and biting on things, and Amanda comes in and gets the finish. That's how I see things going, but we will see.